Coming up on Transformers University, we're staying in Europe to talk about toys. We're going to talk about the 1987 Toyline. What came out and what countries did we know they came out in? What didn't come out? What had some weird names? All right now on Transformers University. Hello, my friend, and welcome to episode number 111 of Transformers University. I am your host, Anthony Brucali, owner-operator, Madman, TFU.INFO, the website to toy archive this podcast, TFU News and Views podcast, the 3 new t-shirts over at the TeePublic store, TeePublic, TeePublic.com/user/TFU.INFO. Check them out. We got the red one, the blue one, and of course, the Evil Destron Ninja Consultant. And if you're wondering why I'm talking in a hushed tone, it's going to be another one of those quick after dark episodes of Transformers University as my daughter is asleep. It is almost 11 o'clock at night here in my home. My wife is asleep as well. And I just wanted to get this recorded because I do have some busy days ahead of me with work. So I want to make sure we get a couple episodes ready to go. And as I mentioned last time, we're going to stay in Europe for a couple more episodes, and this time we're going to talk some toys. We're going to talk the 1987 European Toyline. Now, I'm working off the TF Wiki page for 1987, particularly for the European Transformers releases. So I don't know if this is a complete listing. I don't know if this is entirely comprehensive. This is based on what tfwiki.net has, and I believe their page is based on only things that they can actually prove, meaning boxed versions of figures, and I'm not entirely sure when the last time it was updated in this section was. So some things may have changed, some more things may have been updated, but here's the basics around what was released in 1987 in Europe, and we'll start in the UK, France, the Netherlands, and Belgium. So these 4 countries all had these figures released to some extent, and we'll start with the Technobots, of course. So all 5 Technobots plus Computron as a gift set, the Duocons, Battletrap, and Flywheels, all 4 Autobot Headmasters, all 6 Autobot Target Masters, all 4 Decepticon Headmasters plus the 2 Headmaster Horrorcons, and all 5 of the Decepticon Target Masters. Now, seeing their debut in 1987 in these parts of Europe, Rodimus Prime, Ultra Magnus, Galvatron from Transformers the movie in 1986, Skylynx as well from season 3, and Trypticon, all making their debut in Europe in 1987. Of note, characters that were released in North America and Japan in 87, but left out of the 1987 European line, at least in these 4 countries: the Terracons, the Throttlebots, the Monsterbots, both Autobot and Decepticon clones, Six-Shot, the Evil Destron Ninja Consultant, Fortress Maximus, and Scorponok, all not part of the 1987 assortment in UK, France, Netherlands, and Belgium. Now, once again, I do want to remind you, as I mentioned earlier, this is only based on what's on tfwiki.net, and this could be subject to change. Now, in Italy, there's a great ad from 1987 about the Terracons, because they were available in Italy, and it features Hunger, but wearing the Abominus head in his Hunger robot mode. You can check it out on the TF Wiki page that I'm on for this. This is let's see which page this is. This is the Transformers European Toyline page, and this is a great photo of the Terrorbots, as they were called in Italy. Now, released in Italy in 1987, the Throttlebots, known as the Racerbots, the Technobots, the Terrorbots, which were the Terracons, Duoform, which were the clones, Six-Shot, the Autobot Headmasters, the Monsterbots, Scorponok, but not the rest of the Decepticon Headmasters, and the Headmaster Horrorcons, however, were released in 1987 in Italy. Now, as promised earlier, there are some interesting Italian names for a lot of these characters that were released, and I'll go over some of the more notable ones. So let's go through these, and I'll point out some of the more notable ones as we go. So the throttle bots, we had Rollerbot, which was wide load, Sederbot, which was freeway, Scoutbot, which was chase, Strobobot, which was searchlight. Makes sense, right? He's got the lights. Trollbot, which was roll bar. I find that one amusing. And Wagonbot, which was Goldbot, because he turns into a Volkswagen Beetle. The Technobots, we had Argobot, that's nose cone. Radarbot was Afterburner. Rocketbot was Strafe. Scatterbot was Scattershot. And Starbot was Lightspeed. And the Computron gift set was available there in Italy under the name Computron. The Terrorbots. BattleBot was Ripper Snapper. Bifronbot was Sinnertwin, and that's a good one because Bifron, Bifron, comes from Bifronte, which means two-faced in Italian, right? By front, two-faced. So that's Sinnertwin. Crudelbot is Cutthroat, which Crudel, it comes from the Italian word for cruel. Grifobot is Hunger, which is comes from the Italian word for griffin. Grifo means griffin. And Spectrobot is Blot. I'm not sure how that works with the nose monster. And then Abominus is known as Tundertron. And there's an Abominus gift set available in Italy, which is interesting because Hasbro didn't release an Abominus gift set elsewhere. And it's based very much on the Takara version for Italy. The Duoform clones, we had Booster and Gemini as Fascinating Cloud Raker. And then Pounce and Wingspan have interesting names. Pounce was called Roboclone, or Roboclone, which I'm guessing is robot clone. And then Wingspan is Rapax, Rapax. And Rapax is Latin for predator.
Get to the chopper!
Now, for the Autobot headmasters, we had Blindobot, which is hardhead, and Blindo comes from the Italian word for armor, blindare. Cruiserbot, it was highbrow. Duobot was chrome dome, and Brainstorm was known as Goblin. The monster bots, only 2 of the 3 monster bots were released in Italy. Double Cross was known as Drekbot, and Grotesque was known as Tigerbot. Repugnus, not confirmed to have been released in Italy. The Headmaster Horrorcons, Tagore was Apeface, and Typhon, Tifon, Typhon, was Snapdragon, and that word translates to typhoon in Italian. Scorponok was known as Scorpion in Italy, and Six Changer, our Six Changer, Six Shot, the evil Destron ninja consultant, was known as Iperbot Se Anzioni. I'll say that again, Iperbot Se Anzioni. And if you translate those 3 words, Iper, I-P-E-R, is Italian for hyper, so it's Hyperbot. Se means 6, so Hyperbot 6, and then Anzioni means Azioni, A-Z-I-O-N-I. Azioni means actions. So Hyperbot 6 actions is what Sixshot's name translates to literally. And there you have it. That is really all the information I could find on the European toy line in 1987. So if you got any different answers, if you are in the UK or somewhere else in Europe and you specifically remember buying something that I haven't mentioned, or buying something I said didn't come out or wasn't confirmed to have come out, hit me up on Twitter at TFU_info. Let's start the conversation. Let's see how much more information we can find out.
Thanks for listening to the show. Stick around to hear what's coming up next episode, but first, I want to fill you in on a few ways you can stay in touch with the show. Want to be on the show? Leave us a voicemail at 702-763-4838. That's 702-POD-4TFU. Or send an email to info@TFU.info. Be sure to catch us on Twitter at TFU_info and on Facebook and Instagram under the username TFU.info, all one word. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/TFU.info, where we post all of our podcasts, plus special video segments, reviews, and live coverage of Transformers-related events such as New York Toy Fair and New York Comic-Con. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please visit us at www.TFU.INFO, the world's longest-running transforming toy archive.
And that will wrap up this very short, sweet, and fun episode of Transformers University. Next time on the show, we're going to stay in Europe for one more episode. We're going to go back to the Marvel UK comics. We're going to talk issues 130 to 138. Lots more Headmaster action coming up. So please, I hope you stick around for this. I hope you stick around for the story. I hope you've been enjoying the podcast. Until next time, I'm your host, Anthony Brucali, owner, operator, madman behind TFU.INFO. See ya.